Well, have you ever seen a bird whose poop turns into pure gold as soon as it defecates? Don't you believe it? Are you wondering if this is even possible? Today's story is about just such a magical bird and three great fools. Just think, if you had a bird in your hand that could make you a millionaire overnight, would you let it go? Of course not. But the hunter and the king in our story made exactly this mistake. Why did they lose the gold mine even after getting it, and who was the real fool? Let's go deeper into today's strange and exciting story. Friends, our story begins in a deep and ancient forest. A forest where sunlight is afraid to touch the ground. All around are the sounds of crickets and the smell of wild herbs. A strange parrot whose name was Shimbhak lived on a hill in this deep forest. Although Shimbhak looked like an ordinary parrot, he was not ordinary at all. He had bright green feathers on his body, and his eyes had a hint of human intelligence. Most importantly, Shimbhak could speak human language. But his biggest secret was elsewhere. According to the laws of nature, whenever he defecated, as soon as it fell on the ground, it would turn into pure gold with a jingling sound. The animals and birds of the forest would look on in surprise, but no one knew his secret. One day, in the hot afternoon sun, a tired hunter entered the forest. Poor hunter. Despite roaming around all day, he could not find any prey. His soul was dying of hunger and thirst. As he walked, he came to a stop right under the tree where Shimbhak was resting. Suddenly, the hunter heard something falling. Something fell on the grass with a thump. The hunter looked up annoyed, thinking it was birds' droppings. But the next moment, his eyes went up to his forehead. He saw that the grey droppings were changing into shiny yellow metal in the blink of an eye. The hunter picked it up with trembling hands. He bit it and examined it. Hey, this is pure gold. His fatigue disappeared in an instant. He realized that his forehead had been opened. This was no ordinary bird. This was a real money mine. Unable to control his greed, the hunter quickly spread his net. Shimbhak, who was so clever, was also caught in the hunter's net by carelessness. The hunter started dancing with the bird in his hand. But soon, an unknown fear took hold of his mind. He thought, I am a mere hunter. If I keep such a valuable magical bird in my broken hut, what if someone finds out? If the village headman or the king himself finds out, my neck will be cut off. They may even accuse me of theft and kill me. Excessive fear and stupidity consumed him. He thought, rather than that, I will go and present this bird to the king myself. The king will be pleased and reward me with a lot of gold, and I will also be safe. That is thinking. The foolish hunter took the golden egg, that is the golden bird, and went straight to the royal court. The king was sitting on the throne. The hunter told him everything. At first, the king did not want to believe, but when he saw with his own eyes the bird talking and found proof of its magical powers, the king was overjoyed. He thought, wow! Great! If I had this bird, my treasury would overflow with gold, and I would not have to collect taxes from my subjects. The king was happy and gave the hunter a bunch of gold coins. The hunter also returned home very happy with the money. The king ordered, this bird should be kept in a golden cage decorated with diamonds and pearls in the royal palace with utmost care. The story could have ended here. The hunter became rich, the king got the gold. But no, Vidhi Bum. The Prime Minister of the royal court was an old, serious and very skeptical man. When he came to the royal court and heard that a bird's excrement turned into gold, he laughed to death. He said to the king, Your Majesty, have you gone mad? A wise man like you believes such a ridiculous thing? Does gold ever come out of a bird's stomach? That cunning hunter has fooled you with a magical trick and escaped with the money. The people of the kingdom will laugh at you if they hear. The king was very short-tempered. Hearing the minister's words, he became suspicious. He thought, so, I have become a fool. The minister is right. Without any examination, the king in anger ordered, "Guards, open the cage and release that stupid bird right now. I don't want to see it." The king's order is true. The cage door was opened. That magical bird named Shimbhak spread its wings in the open sky. But before leaving, it sat on the porch of the palace for the last time. And in front of everyone, right in the middle of the royal court, it defecated. Immediately before everyone's eyes, that feces shimmered and turned into sparkling gold. The king, ministers and guards stared in amazement. The ground moved from under their feet. Then the bird said from above, "Your Majesty, I have seen 3 great fools in this kingdom. The first is the hunter, who found me and sold me for a small amount of money. The second is you, who lost his wealth because of the words of others without using his intelligence. And the third fool is me myself, who was caught by stupid people like you." I read it. Saying this, the bird flew away to the unknown, and the king looked at the piece of gold and sighed with regret. Friends, you understand how important it is to verify before listening to others. Tell us how you liked today's story in the comments. If you liked it, like and subscribe. See you in the next video.